Okay, this week we are going to do sweet potato, ginger and lime soup. Random combination, I know, but it actually tastes really good because you've got the nice flavour of the ginger kind of complemented by the sweetness of the lime. This is all you need to do this. So you need a kilogram of sweet potatoes, an onion, red or white, doesn't really matter, a piece of root ginger. You can see this has got frost on it, that's because it's been in the freezer. You buy this, you can freeze it for ages and then just bring it out and actually work with it while it's still frozen. And one lime, and you need 3 of the vegetable stock cubes as well. Equipment wise, you need to go to the old soup pot and the blitzer, that's it. So first things first, there's a wee bit of prep before we start cooking. So you need to chop up the onion finely, so top tail it, take the skin off, and then just slice it up finely. Potatoes need top and tailed and peeled and then cut into small slices, maybe just under a centimetre thick. The ginger, you need to peel that as well, get the skin off, you see the skin there, and then grate this so it's quite fine, and then just leave the lime just now. We'll do that once the soup's cooked, and you also need to put the kettle on with about 1.5 litres of boiling water to make the stock with the 3 stock cubes. So I'll get on with the prep and then we'll move to the cooker and start cooking. Okay, the prep's done. What I've done is put some olive oil and some butter in the pan and put it on a low heat just to melt the butter in. So you got your sweet potatoes here, see the size, they all roughly are. Try and keep them about the same size. All the ginger's been grated down, and then I've got the kind of finely cut onions as well, which are now going to go into the pan because I need them to soften first of all. So you don't want these on a high heat, you just want them on a low heat to cook in the oil and butter, and they'll turn, when you get the red ones, they'll turn from this really deep purple to a kind of light pink. It'll take a couple of minutes. I've also got the stock prepared, so that's 3 stock cubes and 1.5 litres of boiling hot water. So what's going to happen is I'll stir these for a couple of minutes to soften them, and then I'll add the ginger, and again just stir that at a low heat for a couple of minutes. And that's just to kind of release the flavour and oil from the ginger before I put the sweet potatoes in the stock in. So I'll come back to after the ginger's been put in and we put in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, onions have been softening, ginger's been added as you can see. It smells pretty cool, I really like ginger. I should have said actually you can put in personal preference. The ginger I put on, what was that, a couple of inches. But if you don't like the flavour of ginger that much, then just cut that back, it's entirely up to yourself. So now we put in all the sweet potatoes. And give that a mix just to get it all mixed in with the onion and the ginger. And then pour in the stock. And you want to whack the heat right up here so you get a stock boiling as soon as you can. Just make sure you get anything that's stuck to the side, like bits of ginger or onion, down into the stock so it all cooks. I'm not going to add any seasoning just now because of all the flavours in here. I'm going to wait until I've basically finished the soup and then I'll taste it and see if it needs any flavours. So what I'm going to do is bring it up to the boil, turn it down to a simmer, and then cook it for about 10 minutes until the potatoes are soft. And once we reach that stage, I'll show you what to do then. Okay, so 10 minutes has passed, and it's time to check it's cooked. So just grab some bits of potato and stick a knife into them, and if there's no resistance, then they're all cooked, which these are. So what I need to do now is let that cool a little bit, and then it will come to the lime adding, and what we're going to do is we're going to add the zest and the juice of 1 lime to this, which gives it a really kind of unique but nice flavour. So I'll let that cool, and and then I'll add the lime and blitz it, and then the soup will be ready. Okay, so soup has cooled down a little bit, so it's time to add the lime. If you've got one of these things, it's handy to do zesting. If not, just use an ordinary grater and grate it onto a plate, and then just tip it into the soup. So basically, just go like that to get the zest. It's the only one on the top of the skin. Like you can see what's coming off there. Again, this is personal preference, how much you want. I think the lime adds quite a nice flavour in contrast to the potatoes and the ginger, so I add quite a bit. But experiment with it. Try it at different amounts for yourself and see what you like. And you also need the juice of the lime as well. So the easiest way I find is cut it in half, stab it a couple of times with a knife, and just squeeze it. And get as much of the juice out as you can. One thing to remember is the flavours in this, when it's just been made, it might not be that strong, but give it a day and the flavours will really start to come out. Yeah, the flavour might change in the next 24 hours. So that's all the ingredients in, so I'm going to blitz it now so you see what the final thing looks like, and that'll be us done. Okay, so soup's blitzed. As you can see, it's went this beautiful orange colour, and the smell coming off it is brilliant. You get a real mix of the ginger and the lime. I've tasted it, it doesn't need any seasoning at all in my opinion, so I've not added any salt and pepper, but again that's totally up to personal preference. And I've made 2.3 litres of soup. I'll add the costings to the video. I think it'll be about £2 probably for this. And again, you can freeze it, you can portion it up into tubs and freeze it. It'll keep in the fridge for 5 to 6 days probably. And yeah, try this one. It's different, but it tastes really, really good. And you'll be hopefully quite impressed by it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, and leave any comments at the bottom. Thanks.